Three princesses were taken by force. Two quietly accepted their fate. The third refused and chose death. Years later, she would return as fate itself. To secure his father's marriage, Devavrata, son of Ganga, made a terrible vow. He renounced the throne and swore never to marry. The heavens trembled. From that day on, he was called Bhishma, the one of the fearful oath. The vow secured the marriage. The king's wish was fulfilled. Satyavati, the fisherman's daughter, entered the palace as queen. She bore two sons to King Shantanu. For a moment, it seemed everything had been won. But in the Mahabharata, peace never lasts long. King Shantanu died. Satyavati's son inherited the kingdom. The elder did not live long. He died without an heir. The younger son took the throne. Bhishma kept his vow. He would never rule. He would only serve. When the young king came of age, Bhishma began searching for brides. News came from the kingdom of Kashi. Three princesses would choose their husbands in a great ceremony. Bhishma went there alone. The hall was filled with kings from many lands. Then Bhishma entered. He declared that all three princesses would marry the cruel king. If any man disagreed, he could try to stop him. The hall erupted into battle. A king named Sharva was the bravest among them. But Bhishma defeated them all. He placed the three sisters on his chariot and rode away. Soon, the truth emerged. The eldest princess, Amba, stepped forward. Before the contest, she had already chose her husband, King Sharva. She asked Bhishma to release her. Bhishma listened. Then he allowed her to go. Amba traveled to Sharva's kingdom, expecting a reunion. Instead, she met rejection. Sharva could not accept a woman who had been taken and returned in defeat. He told her she now belonged to Bhishma. Amba stood between two closed doors. She could not return to her father's house. She could not remain in Bhishma's court. And the man she loved cast her away. Her grief slowly hardened into resolve. Bhishma began this. Bhishma must answer for it. But Bhishma was nearly unmatched. No king could defeat him. So Amba turned to a warrior greater than kings. Parashurama, a legendary warrior sage and Bhishma's own teacher. Amba told him everything. She asked him to fight for her. Parashurama loved his disciple. But he could not ignore her suffering. He confronted Bhishma and demanded that he answer for what had happened. Bhishma refused. He would not break his vow and take her. He would not place Amba with the young king either, because she had already chosen another. Words became fire. Fire became a challenge. Teacher and disciple met on a secret field, Kurukshetra. For days, they fought. The earth trembled under their weapons. Neither warrior stepped back. In the end, the gods stopped the battle. Parashurama withdrew. Even he could not bend Bhishma. When Amba heard the result, she did not collapse. She abandoned the world and prayed for a new life. A life where she could stand on the battlefield and kill Bhishma herself. I hated being a powerless woman, she prayed. I will be a man, a powerful warrior. Her prayer was heard and granted by the god Shiva. Then she did not hesitate for one moment. To kill Bhishma, she cried and jumped into the fire. But Amba's story does not end here. It becomes a shadow that follows Bhishma across the years. Honor against compassion, duty against mercy. The echo of the inner war would one day return to the battlefield, to the sacred land of Kurukshetra, where Bhishma once found his own master. A woman would become a warrior, and that warrior would one day become Bhishma's fate.